Hello. This is my first ever YouTube video because I've currently got COVID. Firstly I needed something to do to stop me from going crazy. And also, a lot of people on my TikTok, Emily Rose 89, are always asking me how I do my makeup. But just my day-to-day makeup. So nothing fancy, nothing extravagant, just really simple day-to-day makeup, the makeup I wear every day, the makeup I wear to work, but also like what products I use and stuff, because I'm all for using like the cheapest products to just show you that it doesn't always have to be MAC, like it doesn't always have to be Yves Saint Laurent. Do you know what I mean? Like I've got makeup from Primark, B&M, like Makeup Revolution, unreal, so cheap. So yeah, I just wanted to do a step-by-step video, so that if you wanted to get ready with me at the same time, you can just pause it and play it, rewind it, just so we can do our makeup together and hopefully learn how to do your makeup a little bit like me, seeing as a lot of people ask for it. So don't know how good I am at editing videos. I'll start with the very beginning. I set my whole station up first, so I know exactly what I need, what I've got, where I can grab it. This is my station, and I'm just going to talk you through it. Firstly, you're going to need your essential right here, your cup of tea. And then what I'm actually going to be using in order of how I use it is my foundation. Use whatever foundation you love. No. 7 Beautifully Matte just works for me. I've got oily skin. I think it's unreal. Collection powder, loose powder, again for my oily skin. Concealers. I'll go through what they are when I'm using them. All my bronzers. Primark, £1, unreal. Moisturiser, I forgot the word for it. Setting spray if you want to use it. I've got my palette for my eyeshadows and my highlighter. And then I've just got all my brushes here ready to go. Obviously a mirror, so I can see what I'm bloody doing. Let's go. First thing is first, your canvas needs to be ready to go. I mean, I've got a bit of a natural blush at the moment because I've got a temperature because I've got COVID. But the moisturiser I use is simple, because I get eczema and I've got really oily skin. I mean, if you don't want to use it, I never used to use moisturiser because I used to find my makeup didn't go on it. But now I use it all the time. I think it's really important to get either a primer down or a moisturiser down or something you've just got there as a base. So once you've got your moisturiser on, just let it dry a bit. And then we're going to go for our foundation. I prefer to use a brush. I know a lot of people use the beauty blenders. I've personally never got on with them. So I use No. 7 Beautifully Matte in Warm Ivory. I think this foundation is unreal. It's reasonably priced. I think it's about £15 a bottle. And most of the time when you're in Boots, you get like a 3 for 2. Oh, I'm shaking the whole mirror here. You get like a 3 for 2. And I just think the coverage on this is really good. I like full coverage. I don't want you to be able to see my freckles or my spots, or anything like that. I'm just gonna, right, I've done like pretty much half my face. I'm just gonna show you this foundation in case anyone's thinking of getting it. This is the Beautifully Matte by No. 7. So obviously do your whole face in foundation. I'm not gonna make you sit through and watch me doing mine. So once your whole foundation is done, you're going to want to set it. I use loose powder. I used to use a MAC one, the one that was just like pure white MAC. And then I was out one day and I needed to get like a quick powder. And I got this Collection Lasting Perfection loose powder. Literally, I think it's about £1.99 from Boots. And then when I used it, I was like, why am I paying so much money for a MAC one when it's probably made in the same bloody factory? It's literally the same stuff. So powder your whole face. If you've got dry skin, maybe powder isn't for you. But as I say, you could literally fry an egg on the oil that comes off on my face. So I have to do it to get it matte. So that's your loose powder there. This next part is really important. This is going to be your tea break. So the next part of makeup is going to be your bronzer or your blusher or whatever it is you decide to use. This was £1 from Primark. £1. I've had it for, I can't even read it. It says it's called PS Bronze Glow Matte Powder. Hasn't got a particular colour. Well, it says Suspect. Maybe it's Suspect. I don't know. But this was £1. Look how much I've used it. It's actually unreal. I'll show you. Oh. So with your bronzer, I always go obviously underneath my cheekbone. I take mine right up. I like to take it up to literally my eyebrow. Take it right up. Down here, up to my eyebrow. And then I like to do a little cha-cha-cha on that side. Cha-cha-cha on that side. And then a tiny little bit in the middle. Because I've got a big, massive, round head. So I need to get some kind of shape from somewhere. So then you're just going to follow that. Do the exact same thing on the other side. I like to go OTT on the bronzer. Always have, always will. Don't hate me. While you've got your bronzer out though, you're going to go for a little brush if you've got one. It works just as well with your finger. And you're going to go down. You can almost see the shadow on my nose where it needs to go. So you're going to take it down there. And again on the other side. I don't know what, it might be the line, but it's giving me where to go. You go under here, just like a little tick, like you're going to make yourself sneeze. And then I like to do one, just going across, just to give your nose a nice little shape. So that's your bronzer. Then after my bronzer, I go in with my concealer. And I always do it with my finger. Always have, always will. Directly under your eye, but bring it down. I bring mine quite far down. And you just literally, I just dab it in. Dab it in. And it doesn't matter how far down you go, really. Take it to the bronzer if you want, because soon we're going to be going over this with highlighter. So we're just going to dab it all in. As I say, again, a little bit under the eyebrow if you want. But you're just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So even that, you can just see how much it brightens up your face. So we want this again on the other side. At this stage, I dab it with powder. You can add a bit more loose powder. This would be the part where if you want to bake your face, you're going to bake your face. I personally don't bake my face because I'm wrinkly, I'm old. Don't talk about it. But I don't bake my face because I find it just gives me wrinkles. So yeah, so once you've got your concealer, we're going to move on to highlighter. Again, I love highlighting my face. So for my highlighter, I use a Makeup Revolution palette called, I don't know, is that Kisu? Kisu? Not sure. Anyway, it looks like this. Looks like this. I think it is called Kisu. And it's called Khaleesi. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, Khaleesi, Queen, iconic. Right, and I'll just smother my brush in highlighter. Don't be shy with your highlighter. And we're going to go above your bronzer where you've done your contour. Your concealer, I mean. And right on your cheekbone, your smiley cheekbone. Get a bit more. You're going to go under your eyebrow. And then, really important, so do you remember where you've done your nose? So you've got a bronzer here and you've got bronzer here. So here you should be left with a bit of a white circle. That is your indication to dab it on there. And then again, where you've done bronzer here and bronzer here, you should be left with a pale line there. That is again for your highlighter. And then you're going to have a little bit on your forehead because you've got a big pale space there between your bronzer. And then you're going to just do a little bit on your chin. And then again, we're going to do all of that on the other side. Oh my God, my grey hairs. Okay. Right, eyeshadow. I've got this little silver thing. It is by XX Revolution. It's called X Exposed. These are the colours I use for my day-to-day. I always use this kind of palette, this kind of colour for my day-to-day makeup. And then what you're going to need is about 4 different brushes because obviously there's 4 different colours. Or you can use your finger. Whatever, doesn't matter. So I'm going to film a bit close. Don't judge my eyelashes. I am in lockdown. I can't get them done. I can't remove them. I've also just been getting over some conjunctivitis. So my brushes are going to have to be very well washed after this. But, so you need a naked eyeshadow. Naked eyelid. And then I'm going to get my big fluffy brush. And we're going to go into the light beige. So, oh God, get your light beige. And we're just going to go over. You can't really see it, but trust me, it will be doing something. It'll be giving you a bit of a base it will be giving you a bit of a base. So you're going to do that. Literally take it as high as you want. We're covering the whole base. Do both eyes and come back. So once you've done both of them beige, we're going to go in with like a burnt orange, or I used to use my bronzer for this, but now I've got this, I'm just going to use the orange. So you just want to dab it really lightly, and you're going to take it into your natural crease at first, just doing circle motions, your natural crease at first, just really lightly, so you can see it's just almost coming up. So you can be as messy as you like, and you're going to take it into your natural crease all the way. But as I say, just being really messy with it. It doesn't have to be a distinctive line. You want it a bit all over the place, see? You want it. It doesn't matter if it's messy. It doesn't matter. So do that with your orange. Again, both eyes and come back. Right, so I used to sometimes just leave my eyeshadow here if that's what I'm feeling. But every now and then, if I just fancy zhuzhing it up a bit or going out, whatever, I take a darker colour, like a darker brown, and a smaller brush. And we're just going to go into this dip of our eye. I'm going to go into the dip and take it halfway, maybe not even halfway. And we're just going to really almost push it, you see, like into your eye socket. I'm just going to do that with a darker colour, and you can see it just really subtly gives it a little bit of zhuzh. So again, we're going to do that with both eyes, and we're going to come back. So that's the brown on both, and then you're going to either get the brown or the orange or both and go underneath. So I don't know if I can do it in this phone. Literally easy. At this stage, I personally don't wear mascara on my bottom, and I don't do liquid eyeliner. But if you wanted to add liquid eyeliner, or you wanted to do some mascara on the bottom, now would be the time to do it. So if you need to pause the video to add your extra bits, or your eyelashes, obviously I don't wear eyelashes because I've got individuals, although they're a bloody state because I'm in lockdown. But yeah, come back and then we'll be ready to do our eyebrows. So the next part is the eyebrows. I think eyebrows, it doesn't matter what you use, if you use a gel, a wax, whatever. I use pencil, always have, always will. The pencil I use is NYX or NYX, whatever you call it, Professional Makeup Eyebrow Powder Pencil in colour Ash Brown. It's got a brush on one end if you want to give them a little brush, and it's got pencil on the other. The most important thing about doing your eyebrows is your pencil has to be sharp. So how I do my eyebrows is start from the middle, and I do a line going all the way underneath, all the way. And then obviously my eyebrows appear to just stop here. I think that's from years of plucking. So when I get to the bottom here, I'm taking them out as long as I want to go, which really should not be too far off your eye line. So once you've done the bottom, I do both bottoms. So do your bottom, go over it as many times or as dark as you want, and then do the other one. Right, so I've done the bottom of both of mine, and now what I do is I do the same, but on the top. So I start at the top, and we do a dark line, or however dark you want it, all the way, and we're just going to just join it at the end. If there's a gap in the middle, it doesn't matter, because we're going to fill it out in a minute. So go over it as dark as you want it, as long as you want it. So we're going to end up with line on the bottom, line on the top. Do it for both. Right, so now you've got line, 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 line. You've done the edge. You need to obviously colour it in. You can do it with powder, eyeshadow, whatever you want to do. I just carry on with the pencil. That works for me. Literally as rough as you like. You're just going to colour in your brow. I don't go too dark. I do mine quite light, although they still look pretty fake. But that's how I like it. That's how I like my brows. People slag me off for my brows. Don't bother me, because I chose to do them like that. So yeah, you're going to colour them in. Any mistakes, you just smudge it off. At this stage, I need to remind you not to let your tea get cold, because mine has. No one reminded me to drink it. And then we're going to finish our drinks, because we're going to wipe all of our foundation, if you haven't already, off of our lips. So we've got a clean slate of lips ready for lips. Right, so my lip, I just told you to wipe your lips and I bloody came back and forgot to do my standby. Right, let's try again. So your lips should be clean and dry. Okay, my life motto is lip liner. Lip liner is life. I don't know how people go day to day without wearing lip liner. I absolutely love it. So whatever lip you're going to do, if you want a red lip, You know, you're going to put on either your brown lip liner, your dark lip liner, your burgundy lip liner, or your red lip liner. My go-to is brown. I always want a brown, like a mauve, a dark. I love it. So I bought this kit, probably the most expensive makeup I own. It's P. Louise. It's called Boarding Pass. It comes as a set. You get a brown lip liner and you get a ridiculously pale pink lipstick, which I will show you how I wear it. I've also got an NYX in lavender or something, lavender lip liner, which I will show you how I use it. And then another £1 lip liner. I think you actually get, oh no, I don't know what that, I think I broke the end of that. It's like a brown, £1 from Primark, I think. So you're going to start with your darkest lip liner. So get your darkest, again, with all of your tools. It needs to be sharp or pointy at least. This, I ain't got glasses on, so I'm going to do it from here. This is a twisty one, so it doesn't need to be sharp. So going to go around the edge of your lips. Right down the edge. Dark as you like, or as light as you like. Quick and easy. You're going to do the whole edge. Once you've got your edge, I tend to, obviously, that's very fierce, like sharp. I like to blend it in, so I go into it a bit more. I like drag it in, make it really thick but towards the lip. And then once you've done that all around your lips, come back. I know, this really is like a trust the process. Get your next darker one, lighter than that, and then we're going to colour it in from here inwards. So you're going to add it to it. So just layering it up. There you go. So we've got the dark brown and then the light brown. And then get your next lighter. So I'm going to run out of time. Okay, 2 secs. Right, just wanted to show you where we're up to. This is the dark with the next lightest. And then we're going to go for the lightest and just colour in anything you got left of your lips. You know, it doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be tidy, just mush it all in. Then I literally, I mean, even doing that has smudged it in a bit, but if you need to, just go over it with your finger. So if you like the colour you've got, I mean, this is quite a nice colour. Just go over it with lip gloss, or if you want to stay matte, stay matte. I have found with pencils, if I was to leave this all day, the pencil probably wouldn't stay. So I like to find a lipstick that's a similar colour or whatever and put it on. But what I like to do is go lighter. So as I say, get a really pale, this is a pale pink P. Louise. And I'll put it in the middle here and then the middle here. Let me show you. So here and here. And then, trust the process, guys, smudge it in. So, either with your finger or your lip. I love a pale lip. And then I go over with my NYX Butter Gloss in Madeleine, colour Madeleine. Can't get the lid off. So once you've got the lid off, I go over it. That's how I like my lips. I know they're a bit too much for some, but, oh, my tash. I don't know if I can edit that out. So this is basically my look finished. If you want to, you can get yourself a little Keep-Ioni spray. What's it called? Fix setting spray is the word I was looking for. But that is my day-to-day look that people seem to ask for how I do. This is it. Very orangey, browny, very full coverage. I like a full coverage. Eyebrows like slugs. Always have, always will. But yeah, thank you for joining me on my first ever makeup on YouTube. I've actually really enjoyed it. It feels a bit like I've got someone to talk to when I'm doing it, even though it is a screen. But give me your feedback. Try it. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if you've got any questions. Any alternative products that you want to use. I'll try and figure out the next closest thing. If you want to spend more money, I'll try and find more expensive ones. If you want cheaper, we'll try and have a look for cheaper. But yeah, let me know how you get on, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.